Hey guys, what I'm going to show you how to do is animate a very simple object using some groups. So let's go ahead and get started. All I want you to do is just go ahead and create a cylinder, and then create a sphere. And we're just going to make a very, very simple leg. Just hit Control D to duplicate and then move. And then Control D, duplicate and move. And then we're going to create one more cylinder right here. Rotate it, hit spacebar, and just use your 4 view and put it right where it belongs through the foot. Maybe you want to take this thing and make it flatter. Okay, just like that. Hit Control D. We can make one more. Okay. This looks pretty bad, but don't worry about it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Window, Hypergraph Scene Hierarchy. Yours is going to say Hypergraph Scene Hierarchy, not Hypergraph Hierarchy. Click on that. And you'll notice you have all these things here. So click here. This one, mine's over here. Right click, rename, and call this hip. Go to the next one, and okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and name this one. Right click, rename, foot. This one, right click, rename, ankle. The next one is right click, rename, and call this shin. And then the next one, right click, rename, knee. And then the next one, right click, rename, and this should be femur or upper leg. Okay. So now that I have everything named, hip, foot, ankle, shin, knee, upper leg, we're going to highlight all of these things, and we're going to press Control G, and this will create one group for the entire leg. We're going to right click here, we're going to rename this thing group, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to create one more group. We're going to create a group for the bottom of the leg, right here. This will be okay, I can't seem to. Control G, right click, rename, and call this lower leg. Okay, so we have the whole group leg and then the lower leg, and then we could do the ankle and foot if you want. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so now we have everything grouped. What does that do? If I take my rotate tool, it'll rotate that. That's good. We have to move it, but and then this. Okay, so what we have to do is click group and click the rotate tool if you haven't already done so, and then on the keyboard next to the backspace key there's the insert key. Click that. You'll notice it makes this little handle here, and we're going to bring this right up to the hip, right there. So, and watch what this does. If I click insert again, it'll bring back my rotate tool, and it allows me to rotate the leg right from the hip. And then we're going to go ahead and select the lower leg, hit insert, and we're going to move this over to the middle of the knee, and then hit insert again. And as you see, this will create the rotation right from the knee. Okay, now that the leg's set up, we're going to go ahead and animate this. So the way we do this is we have to add some frames to the animation. This right here, this bar with all the numbers on is called the time slider. We want to go to this number here, 24. This denotes the end frame, and we want to put in 30. We want to make it 30 frames. Then you want to click the icon that's right next to the key. Click that. And go to playback speed and put real time. Click save. Okay? That just sets up the animation so it's not too fast. Next thing we want to do is reopen the hypergraph scene hierarchy. And you want to highlight everything and then click the S key. S like Sam. Click that key. And we'll notice that they change from rectangles to parallelograms. That denotes that we've created a keyframe and seen frame 1. the next thing we want to do is we're going to go to frame 10. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select the group, and we're just going to move this back, and we're going to select the lower leg, and we're going to move this back and move this up, highlight everything, and then click the S key. Then you'll notice that we have the moving back of the leg. Now we're going to make this a little bit shorter. We're going to go to 18. And what we're going to do is we're going to click this group, take your rotate tool, and rotate forward. Go to here, rotate forward, then highlight everything, and hit S. So now we have this. And then we're going to go a couple frames over, go to here, rotate that forward, and just rotate this forward just a hair. Just a hair, just like that. Highlight everything, and then hit S. And then you'll notice I actually only use 24 frames. So I'm going to go to this frame 30, type in 24, and hit enter. Okay, now we're going to hit play. It's a nice smooth leg kick animation. Okay. All right, that concludes this lecture. Taught you how to animate. When you're done, please look at the board. There'll be an assignment on there, and I'm going to ask you to create an arm throwing motion, throwing a ball.